setting up, getting everything just right. We even see the gigantic Evil Genius's mouse pad for LzGamer, but knowing his mouse sensitivity, he's probably only going to be using just the bottom left half of that entire mat.
Yeah, I've got one of those, and I'm like, now I need a desk big enough to go with it. And
I know.
I'm one of those guys. My senses, it's so high, so I don't need that much pad, but it's nice to have it. Good stuff. So we're just waiting for Rhett. He's just getting his settings ready. First game in the morning. They just sat down, but they said, "Hey, you guys are here. Let's cast your match. We've got it going on." So really excited to be able to bring in this matchup. You know, two very prominent teams here in the North American Starcraft scene. Of course, Rhett being one of the first international players to ever show their face at an MLG event. Of course, White Raw being the other one in the initial ones, and of course a lot more international players this time around. There's LzGamer representing Team Evil Geniuses, and just getting ready to go up against a very fierce opponent. Again, a TVZ matchup that's been very exciting as of late, and curious to see how this will go down.
And I think this is a very fair way to begin this series. It is on Metalopolis, which is a map that both Terrans and Zergs are very, very comfortable playing on. Neither player is going to mind that in the slightest. So we will almost certainly see a Lost Temple selection for LzGamer if he loses, or a Scrap Station selection from Rhett if he loses. So there's going to be the standard even map, and then the skew to either player's maps afterwards. And is Rhett set up or what, man?
He's getting there. I think he launched into a custom. He just wants to make sure that everything's all good. LzGamer's like, I'm all good. I got some rest last night.
Yeah, he said, I'm not even warming up. That's how easy this match is going to be.
And, of course, LzGamer, great guy both in and out of the game. Rhett just wanting to make sure that everything is okay before we get started. If you've just joined us here today, we did have a couple of matches already take place here. We saw Greetorp win his first lower bracket matchup versus Final Form. Final Form came out in decent form in the first game. Despite some hiccups, Greetorp really took him over. And in the second game, a failed cheese. And we'll be having a failed pull later on. Which failed more? The nuke from Torch or the cheese from Final Form?
You know, I actually think that in the Final Form Greetorp game, literally 0 units were killed.
In that last game?
Maybe a probe.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
I think it was exactly 0 units.
And the most damage done was the shields of a zealot. Oh my god.
And Torch nuke definitely killed a drone.
He killed a drone.
God, that drone got put to bed.
And I wasn't actually talking about that nuke because at least it landed. But in the end, when we thought
Baneling's nuke, and the ghost immediately died.
Yeah, exactly. That was that was a failed nuke because at least he did get the one drone on gas.
I love how Torch literally only had barely enough time to waste the nuke. Literally, his APM was so fast such that he hit that nuke button with 5 health left on the ghost, causing the nuke just to go spiraling aimlessly into outer space. And there's some poor observer who's just going to check things out and is going to bump into a nuclear frickin' bomb.
Oh, it was good stuff. But the entertainment value of StarCraft 2, oh, it never disappoints. Good games all around. And then, of course, we saw Vibe from 6Jacks take on Rain in, I would say, some pretty one-sided ZVZs.
Yeah.
Vibe just really using early link pressure with speed, and the roaches were not enough for Rain. Tried to hold off, maybe Tekken too early in a couple of those games. And let's see if he's ready. Not quite. Rhett's still in custom. And so we'll get started. Thanks for coming out here. By the way, it's not too late to come on down here to the Hilton Anatole. If you're in the area, you know, drive on down. A lot of fans. The floor is starting to fill out, and I guarantee you in just a few more hours it is going to be totally full. There's the crowd. Yeah, waking up this morning for some action. I love Idra sign out there. Bright orange I love Idra sign. And then it quickly went away.
Yeah.
It was a ninja sign right there, just in and out. So come on down and enjoy us. Also, just through that crack, so you see that door right there. You past that door, of course, all the other activities of the MLG event going on. You can see Tekken 6 in the background. Got Halo Reach here, of course, Halo 3. Oh, there it is. Release the Kraken sign is out. Are you going to, do you have a good release?
You know, that is one impersonation I have not been practicing, but I promise that tomorrow I will have that busted out. Assuming that Idra does well in the tournament.
Okay.
But oh, no more waiting. Both players are ready to rock and roll. Give a cheer for LzGamer and Rhett. EGLzGamer against Team Liquid's very own Rhett, duking it out on Metalopolis. Both these players, veterans for StarCraft 2, veterans from Brood War, RTS Masterminds, battling it out on considered to be the most fair, straight-up map, the real test of skills in Game 1 on Metalopolis.
I think we can safely say, maybe with the exception of the Drewby All About You matchup, this is really the first big matchup that we're seeing here at this competition. Two guys have a lot of tournament experience, have a lot of game experience. Of course, Rhett, even admittedly, as he says, feels like he needs more time with StarCraft 2, but he's had another month to develop, playing with his Liquid teammates. They're all here to support him. Of course, the community's here to support him as well. LzGamer with his own set of fans. Evil Geniuses certainly making huge waves in StarCraft 2. This is really going to be an exciting matchup day.
I cannot wait. And oh, the game started. LzGamer in the north position is the higher-seeded red Terran. LzGamer has participated in 2 MLG events, and Rhett in the right position as the lower-seeded blue Zerg, although I do not think he is weaker by any means. This is going to be an extremely close match. I honestly would have given Rhett a little bit of an edge, but given recent results from LzGamer, even taking out his teammate Machine, whom I think has really stellar ZVT, I do think that LzGamer is going to give Rhett a run for his money.
Yeah, LzGamer also incredibly comfortable, comfortable player. He seems to always have his head on straight. He knows how to take care of himself mentally outside of the game. Of course, Rhett's been in this game for a very long time. I even remember back in the days, Rhett playing in a lot of the BlizzCon Invitationals, even getting upset then when he wasn't performing as well as he could. And look at Rhett using that Overlord to just peek in there. And if you look at LzGamer, did not see it, so he gets that early free scout, try to hide that Overlord a little bit, force his opponent, hopefully to go the other way and get that first look-sees on the base.
And it looks like, oh, LzGamer's building a low ground barracks. He might very well even build a second racks right here. Looks like he's going to be gearing up to do some type of early expand. Now, Rhett is going to be in a slightly awkward situation because he doesn't want to advance too far forward with that Overlord. He's clicking quite far out, but he's going to check, and he has to be so careful because if this does get spotted, oh no, LzGamer is going to be discovered. And will he see the Overlord?
Wow.
Oh, I don't think he's seen anything.
No, he hasn't. I thought for sure he was going to, but that Overlord just was perfect timing. And look at that, the SCV.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to go through the third, and so he is not going to get. So still, LzGamer not with any indication of where his opponent is. A second Overlord from Rhett already in the base. He's going to check things out because he did see the racks down below. Wondering what else is going on.
Now notice that you can squeeze a command center in and have a nice solid little wall off, so LzGamer does have a backup plan, but this Overlord is going to be a big shocker to LzGamer going, well, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be there. And Rhett going, oh no, wait a minute, that's right, I am supposed to be hiding. So it does look like we're going to see LzGamer not spot any sort of command center, any sort of hatchery getting thrown down. We see that there is a very fast Roach Warren coming out from Rhett, and actually surprisingly few drones could do a little bit of damage, but it does look like LzGamer will be retreating.
Yeah, that second SCV to go scout was really smart by LzGamer. The other one is already cross-map, so he went ahead and sent it down. The moment he saw that Overlord, they are going to get taken out, or may get taken out here by these Lings as Rhett gets his first units out onto the floor. Now over here on LzGamer side, has several Marines already queued up and out here, and of course putting a bunker down as well.
I think that this might be a little bit too far forward of a bunker placement. If it was actually down a little bit more, he could defend against any sort of Roach play, but I mean, Roach is pressed against this edge here. Well, I suppose he could throw things down on the high ground. Either way, look at this very nice wall by LzGamer. He's setting himself up nicely to just play in defense mode. few roaches coming out from Rhett. I do believe one roach coming out, and Rhett is doing an extraordinary job of not overreacting and making a billion roaches. He clearly knows LzGamer is intending to turtle, and turtle away he does.
Scouting roach, apparently.
Yeah.
He's heading out all by himself. Ling's going to check things out, sees the bunker, sees all the racks, sees the command center going down as well. We've, of course, got the hatchery about ready to complete here on the other side. Also, Zergling speed coming out for Rhett, and we've got a few more. Nope, no more roaches coming out right now, so just going to rely on what he's got right there. Roach actually went up there to check things out. He really was a scouting roach.
Wow, scouting roaches, the new trend in Zerg play all around. We do see that Rhett is getting that second queen marching towards that bottom hatchery. Let's see if we can get these two hatches lined up in terms of larva production. So essential, as it does make macro quite easy. And look at how quickly Rhett immediately morphed into that layer the very instant that he had enough gas. Just popped it right out. And interestingly enough, Rhett getting another queen is just now having enough energy, and look at that, very nicely lining up the larva vomiting from both of those hatches.
And the second queen is going to pop here at the second hatch any moment. Gives them a lot more options there as well. And we've got another SCV moving out. Scouting roach coming back down as well. Now curious to see where he's going to go outside and once this lair is actually completed. A lot of Zerglings about ready to pop. And I like that whole concept of he waited till the speed was done and then he got his Zerglings. He had the initial two out on the field to do what they needed to do. But we talk about, you know, trying to get as many drones out there, get that economy going, but hold on, we might have a little skirmish here.
This is very cool play that a lot of Terrans are doing. They just get their initial batch of Marines and immediately move forward. And if we go to the production, we see a lot of links being made by Rhett. And this is such an easy maneuver. You move halfway to your opponent's base and just whip right back around again. You always end up making your opponent make at least some sort of units. And LzGamer looks like he is transitioning into somewhat of a mech play as we do see two factories getting thrown down.
He's going to salvage two of those bunkers right there, keep one up. Of course, he's got several units there to control. And here we have a force moving in. Zerglings will be happy to see only one bunker remaining. And it looks like all these Marines are actually retreating into the base. We'll see what happens here. He's just staging over here, and they are going for that Overlord who wanted to peek in at things, and smartly done. I'm not sure what that Overlord saw. Maybe you could tell he did see the two factories going down.
It looks like Red is investing in his second Roach War in this game. That's definitely going to be a mistake. Two Roach Warrens are, of course, not going to help you build double Roaches. There's the hatchery going down for Rhett in the bottom right, getting an evolution chamber, continuing to spread the creep. Love that very early addition of a third queen. And there finishes a second Roach Warren, so no canceling can come up by Rhett. I highly doubt he'll do some sort of double speed and burrow play. And here comes the classic LzGamer play, hitting that T button as often as possible. Two Thors coming out.
And we do have Roach speed coming out. We've also got the speed for the Overlords as well. And a few more drones coming out, armor being upgraded as well, so really only producing as many units as he needs to. We've got Hellion going out and just checking things out, making sure, scouting around the base. Zerglings may run into these group of Marines, but they will get back, going to go in through the back mineral line. Might be able to do a little bit of damage here. Need to watch out. Don't get hit by those Marines. And he did take a little bit of damage. Going to try to swing all the way around. Oh, nicely done. Blocking those links from getting into the base. He does have to pull all his SCVs, but he will likely eliminate all of these Zerglings. So good moves by both players there. Good reactions.
And the Thor will manage to take everything out. He does see that the two Thors are completed. There's the +1 vehicle weapons. LzGamer can begin making two more Thors, and I fully expect him to do so. Third hatch going down for Rhett from his main and his Nat, and of course his fourth one down at the expansion is almost done as well. Looks like there is the second evolution chamber going down for Rhett. Poking around, is he getting any other tech structures? It doesn't look like it. Apparently just Zerglings and Roaches and lots of creep spreading.
I think this will be... I'm looking forward to see what Rhett is going to do here. Still kind of boggled that we have that second Roach Warren down, but it is what it is. Here we've got, again, more Thors starting to pour out of